SoulCalibur II.
Hotto, folks! We are here with SoulCalibur II for the first time. Not exactly my first time, but it'll be the first stream we do. I was big on SoulCalibur, but never SoulCalibur II. Didn't really care for SoulCalibur II as much as the others, but, you know, whatever. Let's get those messages sent out. There's Blue Sky going out. Here comes Twitter. Alright. And now let's do Discord. There's one. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold. And here's Discord number 2. Zap that down. Alright, now that everything is sent out, let's do those tests over on Twitch. Let me go ahead and do this one. Let's just spin the slots real quick. Alright, it worked. It just worked a little bit slowly. And here we go. Well, there you go. Alright, I got one more thing to test, so let's... Alright, that is still working, so we are good there. Let's jump back over here. Let me put this into performance mode because I neglected to do that. And then let's get to the game, shall we? No, I forgot to take down starting soon. We won't be going back to the casino then, at the end of the stream. We'll just make sure of that. SoulCalibur II, yes, we know. Alright, Weapon Master. We're going to be going into that because we have characters to unlock and whatnot. Let's see, name entry. We are Vegas. Nope. There we go. Chosen by history, a man becomes a warrior. Engraved into history, a warrior becomes a hero. Countless legends surround a sword known as Soul Edge. Some claim it to be the ultimate weapon, others refer to it as the Sword of Heroes. A phantom sword with immeasurable power of the spirits, the key to the... It just goes away before I can finish it. So what's the point of reading it? It's all about the clash between Soul Edge and SoulCalibur. Of one such warrior, we will be playing as Nightmare because Siegfried's not in the game. Command menu. In Weapon Master mode, press start to open up the command menu. Various controls such as the character and weapon changes can be performed in the command menu. Okay, whatever. Mission. It is possible to change the selected character in Weapon Master mode. The character you choose is up to you. Select a character that is most appropriate for the mission to ease your quest. Or, for an additional challenge, select a character that is least favorable to the mission. Acquiring weapons. One of the challenges in Weapon Master mode is collecting the bounty off different weapons. In Weapon Master mode, you may use any of the weapons in your possession. Moreover, you can use the weapons as you collect it in the extra modes. Hidden extras. There are numerous secret features in Weapon Master mode, but it is up to you to find them. Good luck. Regulus Proving Grounds. You stood before the entrance to the Proving Grounds in the land of Regulus. Famous for its skilled swordsmen, you predicted that your journey to find the legendary ultimate sword Soul Edge, which is what I'm using, would likely be a difficult one. Therefore, you traveled to Regulus in order to polish your fighting skills before setting off on your quest. After passing through the gate, you found a man standing before you, blocking your path. Halt, you who seek mastery of the way of the warrior. We have no interest in those who lack potential. First, you must prove your worth. It seemed you had to fight this man to prove your strength and determination. Seeing you take hold of your weapon without a moment's hesitation, the man grinned and said, "Well, looks like we've got a lively one here. Good. I think this one's got some promise." Regulus. Missions. Okay. Do I have any? I just got the Soul Edge, right? Yeah. And it's the one that looks most like Soul Edge from the original Soul Blade game. What's in the shop? Oh, weapons. I need 600 gold for the Flamberge. Okay. Proving Grounds. I sense your determination. I'm impressed. After a few bouts, the man said this to you and patted your shoulder lightly. You've been accepted into the Regulus Proving Grounds. Your training began the next day. It seemed that the man who tested you, Edgar, was also to be your trainer. We'll start with the basics. Taking your weapon in hand, you waited for Edgar's next words.
Versus Mitsurugi. The owner granted you a sword to cut your own path. Offer your soul. Fine. I accept your challenge. Final battle. Fight.
Press A to perform horizontal attack. Try hitting me with it.
Fight.
Horizontal attacks are useful against circling enemies. Learn them well. Okay, we just need to get through the tutorial now. Vertical is B. Okay. That's block. Okay, so B is Y. Okay. It's not mapped exactly for the controller. Press kick to perform a kick. Yeah. I gotcha. It's going to be X. Guard. Come on. Can't win battles if you can't defend against attacks. It's not flashy, but it's critical to master. You can run by holding down the control pad. You can move about freely once you get used to it. Try running around. Nah, I gotcha.
Fight. Perfect.
A and guard or B and guard to throw. Okay, let's throw.
Fight. Perfect.
Throws are good to use. Okay. Next up is guard impact. This one is a bit tricky. First, I'll show you how it's done. Now give me your best shot, okay? I know what to do. Come on.
Fight. No use.
You can repel or parry the opponent's attacks by pressing guard with right or left on the control pad at the right time. Now it's my turn to attack. Show me that you can pull off a guard impact. Be careful of the timing. Yeah, I fucking hate guard impacts, but we need to do it.
Fight. Perfect.
Okay. Last lesson is the Soul Charge, ABK.
Perfect.
Souls! I've never been one to use that. Perfect. What do you mean, perfect? Oh, we got 600 gold. We can get the flamberge. We got extra practice. Alright, start. Shop. Oh wait, it's 800 gold now. New costume, Mitsurugi. New costume for Nightmare is what we're after, because that is Siegfried. Bulwark Ruins. Having completed your basic training, you traveled with Edgar to the advanced proving grounds of the Bulwark Ruins. After a half-day's walk, you arrived at a crumbling rampart. This defensive wall was created during a war here in Regulus. At that same time, this proving ground was built to train the soldiers. Our predecessors claimed victory using the skills they honed in this place. Today, we train here with diligence to honor that history. Edgar stopped walking and gazed up at the wall, speaking to no one in particular. But pathetically, there are many who cannot handle the training and leave satisfied with their half-learned skills, only to lead lives as bandits and thieves. Looks like they've come out to welcome us. You, too, were aware of the three figures that watched you from a distance. Grinning, Edgar turned to you and said, I bet it's been a while since you've had a chance to just go wild and show off what you've got. With your training, these guys shouldn't pose any threat to you. We'll just call this part of your training, too.
Versus Keelik. Not yet. The
Not yet.
Get you a sword to
Why
cut
you can
your
scream
own
that.
path. Sword, give me strength.
Is there no other way?
No.
Battle 1.
Fuck off, Killick.
You win. Need more souls.
All those eyeballs on his arm.
Here I come!
Battle 2. Fight. You win.
All right. Maxie.
Final battle. Fight. Come unto me.
Souls. Okay. No, let's start. Shop. The price keeps going up. Flambird, nightmare. Warriors Trial Grounds. After much rigorous training at the Regulus Proving Grounds, it was time for your final challenge. If you succeeded in passing this test, you would be recognized as a full-fledged warrior. The test consisted of combat between the disciples themselves. There were no restrictions and no special conditions. Only those who made good use of what they'd learned and arose victorious would pass the test. It would be a test of all of your training. Attempting to control your rapidly beating heart, you stepped into the arena. Your opponent was already waiting for you. I've been watching your progress for quite some time. You're a worthy opponent for my final test. Saying this, your opponent readied his weapon. I'll be fighting with everything I've got. I expect no less from you.
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled. Massacre.
Well then, let us dance.
Final
Fuck
battle.
you, Raphael.
Sword.
A new feature has been unlocked. Lakeside Coliseum has been added. Okay. We got a stage. Thuban has appeared. Okay. Chapter 2. The Journey Begins. If you're in the search for Soul Edge, you should head east. Past the land of Thuban lies the free city of Benetnach. With its never-ending flow of people, perhaps you can gather information there. Following Edgar's advice, you set off toward the east. You did not know if you would really find information about Soul Edge in Benetnach or not, but it was better than wandering aimlessly. You turned to look back just once. You win this time, said Leon after the battle, but I'll catch up to you again. Tomorrow I'm going to take the test again. Oh, and I've heard you're searching for the Soul Edge. If that's the case, then we'll surely meet again. It seems we're rivals with the same goal. I'm looking forward to our next encounter. You faced forward again and began to walk. Your journey had begun. Thuban Ferry. Let's look at the shop first. Start. Shop. Great Blade Nightmare. 1400 gold. Battle Theater, new costume for Taki. I guess the Great Blade's the only one there for him. Weapon select. Easy to soul charge, but requires energy to wield. Yeah, we won't be using the Great Blade. Thuban. Alright, you found your path blocked by the Great Thuban River. Following the river in search of a place to cross, you soon came upon a ferryboat crossing. You immediately headed for the pier, but it appeared to have been abandoned for some time and there was no one else around. Fortunately, there was still a boat remaining, but as you prepared to launch it into the water, a human figure appeared before you. He claimed ownership of the boat and demanded that you give him all the money you had in exchange for the right to cross. He was obviously a bandit preying on travelers in the area. You sighed and drew your weapon. If you hit him a few times, odds are he'd just give up and run away.
Versus Voldo. The end. The fighters face a gruesome
Land 20 hits on the enemy and survive the round.
for the ultimate sword. Souls, give me strength. Final battle. Fight.
Nightmare might not be the right choice for this. Let's try it again.
Versus Voldo. Got you. Fate conspired to arrange their battle. Offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
I think I can do it, but he's definitely not the right choice.
Versus Voldo. Entrust your noble soul in your soul. Final battle. Fight.
I can only get like 13 at most. Let's try it with Link. Red Link.
versus Voldo. Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury. Final battle, fight! Time's up.
Get out of here, Voldo. Village of Arch. After crossing the Thuban River and heading east, you came upon a small village. Judging from the fishing nets hanging dry in the sun, this was a fisherman's village. A commotion in the village square piqued your interest, so you headed over to take a look. There you found the young people of the village engaged in a test of strength. They fought one-on-one on a wooden scaffold. A champion eventually emerged, but just when you thought the hubbub would subside, the crowd's excitement grew. You looked around to find the source of the commotion, only to realize that you were the cause. The villagers had learned that you were from Regulus. They pushed you up onto the scaffolding, without giving you a chance to speak. You found yourself facing the young champion. You didn't notice when you were down on the ground, but up on the scaffolding, the wind was strong. It threatened to blow you off the platform at any given moment.
Versus Yun Sung. Got you! Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury. Massacre!
Quit now, if you want to live.
Final battle, fight!
I see ya.
What the fuck, Yun-Sung? Fuck off!
Knockout!
Fuck you, Yun-Sung.
Not yet. Versus Yun Sung. The end. Entrust your nobles. Final battle. Fight.
There we go. Fucking launched him into the next town. Minkar Mine. Having defeated the hero of the village, you expect it to be torn apart by the crowd, but instead they seemed genuinely impressed. Even the young man you defeated praised your Regulus-trained fighting skills. Hi there, don't speak Spanish. But it's good to have you. Enjoy. You quickly made friends with the straightforward, honest villagers, but it seemed they had a problem. The mine upstream was poisoning the river and killing the fish. They were planning to send people to speak with the miners, but the miners were a violent group, and the river people had no choice but to prepare for the possibility of a fight. Having come to like these people, you soon found yourself agreeing to help them. As expected, the negotiations did not go well. The miners immobilized the villagers with poison and forced them out of the mines. Due to the poison, however, they couldn't even make it back to their village. Fortunately, it seemed to had not drunk very much. You had not drunk very much of the poison. You infiltrated the inside of the mine. You needed to get the antidote to save the villagers, even if you had to take it by force.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search
Hello,
for
Taki.
the ultimate sword.
Why are you a miner?
Offer your soul.
I'm through with words.
Final battle. Fight.
I'm so bad at that. Fucking Taki. Oh, absolutely. Fucking PS2 version only had Heihachi. And who the hell cares about Tekken? Also, welcome to the stream.
Watched over by the sword. Final battle. Fight.
Stay down. No escape.
In the water with you.
More souls.
Yeah, best guest fighter was Link. Yeah, but Tekken characters are free.
Entrust your noble soul. Final battle. Fight.
This is it. Then again, Necrid doesn't really have a weapon either, so Necrid was technically guest character in all three of them. All right, we got a boss now, right?
Versus Yoshimitsu. Now, two souls are fiercely.
I think this is how we unlock Yoshimitsu.
Final battle. Fight.
That was the easiest of the three. Come on. We have Yoshimitsu now. I'll never play him, but we have Yoshimitsu now. Bennett Nash. Chapter 3. The Restless Bennett Nash. Bennett Nash? Bennett Nash. Their boss defeated in front of their eyes, the miners looked as though they would attack at any moment. But Shiro stepped forward and silenced them. You idiots! Just how much more do you plan to embarrass me today? He promised to provide an antidote to the fishermen and agreed to discuss the situation. Your mission to mediate their dispute was a complete success. The rest was up to them. It seems Shiro took quite a liking to you. Even as you hurried to leave, he practically dragged you back and insisted that you and the people of the fisherman's village join them in the feast. The next morning, you bid farewell to everyone and headed out east through the opposite side of the mine. After traveling for some time, you eventually caught sight of Bennett Nash in the distance and could feel the change in the atmosphere. The performers and travelers on the road increased in number, and you could hear the voices of peddlers above the noise of the crowd. It was clear that Bennett Nash was a thriving, bustling city. Carnival. Let's check the shop. Steel paddle for Nightmare. Just not another one. Steel paddle. Let's go. New costume for Voldo here. Alright. Good defense and penetrates defenses, but user is damaged. Yeah, I'm sticking with the Flamberge. Flamberge. Carnival. You've been surrounded by crowds ever since entering Bennett Nash. Listening to the conversations around you, you learned that today was the day of the monthly carnival. You decided that it would be best to just relax and enjoy the festivities. After a little while, you heard excited shouts from up ahead. Stopping to take a look, you saw a lone puppeteer crying out in frustration. A crowd of people had gathered to watch the out-of-control mechanical puppets. With a huge crowd in the way, you couldn't even pass through the area. Seeing no other choice, you stepped forward to put an end to the rampaging puppets. The noise of the crowd increased as people began to place bets. Wait, please! Those are custom-made puppets I ordered all the way from Shadar. Please don't wreck them. The puppeteer pleaded with you desperately. You sighed and thought of a plan. It looked like the fastest method would be to knock them out of the ring.
Versus Charade.
Hi, Charade.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires...
I don't know how we unlock Charade. Is this how we unlock Charade? It's probably a later chapter we get Charade.
Fight.
God damn, Charade. What the fuck? Fucking shit, Charade.
Versus Charade.
Not yet.
A hero.
Sword.
Final battle. Fight.
There. Finally. A new feature has been unlocked. Okay, that is Charade. I guess you just gotta beat him in Edge Master mode, Weapon Master mode. Congratulations, a road to a new stage, Talitha Gambling Den, and Difta Temple. Well, you know how much I love to gamble. You found yourself standing before a small arena, judging from the sight of the smiling women and frustrated, tearful men. It appeared that they were holding gambling battles. In no particular need of funds, you planned to simply pass on by, but then a familiar voice called out to you. Long time no see, how's it going? Turning around, you saw that Leon was there. He must have succeeded in passing the final test after you left. You felt somewhat nostalgic as you recalled your memories of Regulus. Got a spin? No dice. Welcome to the stream, CEO. What's up? It's like you appeared just because we found gambling in the game. When asked if you had found out anything about Soul Edge, you shook your head. Leon looked disappointed, but quickly cheered up and said, I see. Neither have I. It's the bat signal for you, yeah. Neither have I. Hey, as long as we're here, how about a match? It's been a while since our last one. It seems this ring is booby-trapped with a few tricks, but it shouldn't be any big deal. The sound of cheers and groans erupted from behind you. It seemed that the previous match had just ended.
No good. Not yet.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword.
Oh, just gotta knock him down. The anti-bat signal, because they're the opposite of Batman. Ow, I'm dead. No dice on that spin, by the way. Come on. There. Almost sci-fi. Blocked by a jackpot.
Greatest nightmare.
We're up to gold. Heard the Bennett Nash Harbor has appeared. But what about the Difta Temple? Throws are more effective. Okay. Traveling through the foothills on the path to the temple atop the mountain overlooking Bennett Nash, you stopped at the rest of the tavern along the way. Several different parallel universes where I didn't show up here. Ha! That's true. There are an infinite number of parallel universes where you didn't. But I'm glad this is the one where you did. A tavern at the entrance to a temple. That's just like this city. You thought to yourself as you opened the door. Upon seeing the inside, you gave a wry smile. It seemed that the temple itself was running the bar. Acolyte priests scurried back and forth, serving loud, rambunctious customers. No dice? You sat down at a small table and tried to relax, but a fight began brewing right beside you. A man carrying an enormous amount of luggage was surrounded by a group of trunks. You'd planned to avoid trouble, but then their leader kicked your table out from under you. It wasn't your style to just keep quiet after such treatment. You drew your weapon and dragged him outside. The man with the luggage took advantage of this chance and quickly disappeared. Your opponent, perhaps cowed by your aggressiveness, held back and maintained a defensive posture. This called for extensive use of throws.
Versus Raphael.
Another one?
Entrust your noble soul in your sword. Offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
Bap, bap, bap. Done.
More souls.
New area has appeared. Skadar. Subchapter. Sacred Treasure. Alright, Jesus knows your name, huh? Let's see. Close to magic. Just one off. As usual. As you walked along the mountain path leading from Bennett Nash to Shedar. Cheddar? Skeedar? Hey, RN Jesus is a fickle mistress. You came to understand just why it was that so few people used the passage. It was little more than an animal trail. You made your way south down the path, suffering nicks and scratches from the thick foliage. You learned of this shortcut from the man with all the luggage in the bar at the entrance to Difta Temple. After the fight, he reappeared and told you about it to show his thanks. Skadar was well known among adventurers, an ancient civilization that vanished long ago and left behind countless ruins in the area. And even in the present time, there was still a never-ending flow of travelers visiting Skadar in search of knowledge and treasure. The man explained excitedly that he had discovered a new ruin that no one had seen yet. He had returned to Bennett Nash to gather supplies for exploring it when he got involved in trouble. 9 pixels? Wait, project? What? What? Project? Oh, right. Okay. Cool. That since you first wow, that's a bit back, isn't it? I guess those pixels take a while. Wow. When he got involved in the trouble at the bar. In recognition of his debt to you, he revealed his secrets. Oh, it's getting faster? Well, that's good. At least it's picking up. As you continued along the path, you eventually came upon a half-buried ruin. Your heart began to beat faster. Stone Temple. You had been searching for... Oh, wow, that difficulty is fucking 4-star. You had been searching for the entrance to an old stone temple. You'd heard that no one had ever gone inside it before, but there were clear signs that people had been inside already. In other words, your chances of encountering scavengers inside the ruin were high. Doing it in Canada? No dice on that. Gotta have that maple syrup. Valuable artifacts were found often in these sorts of ruins. Thus, there were always treasure hunters milling about. It was reasonable to assume that, for the sake of protecting what they dug up, they would attack first and ask questions later. That's how valuable the relics of Sketer were. If you were going to make it back out alive, you'd have to keep your guard up. You spent a few moments peering into the entrance, but soon steeled yourself and stepped inside. Navigate through the booby trap dungeon. Defeat the boss. One thing I want to do. What's the shop here like? Oh, this is the exhibition theater shop. Let's try it. I know this is a big one.
Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
Skip from 10 to 100. Now you pay the price, yeah.
Final battle, fight!
God damn, Berserker. No dice. Let me try Berserker one more time. Just one more time. I think this temple is how you unlock Berserker. Which is rock. Booby, yes. Booby. Booby.
This is it.
Booby trap, yeah.
Fate conspired. Soul. Final battle, fight!
There we go.
Souls, come unto me.
Oh, because it's a trap to catch boobies. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
Watch to offer your final battle, fight!
God damn, Berserker. I think I started with low health. No dice. Let's go. Let's go again.
Sword.
Final battle, fight!
Fuck me. I mean, we get the same amount of gold for completing it, or for just win or lose a fight.
Final battle, fight!
Yeah, participation trophy, damn right. It's the only kind of trophy I ever had.
Now,
I figured out how to take it apart. There we go. We got past him. I like this, like, navigate it. We still don't have a choice on what direction we go.
Offer your final battle. Fight. How? Not yet.
That's a third costume color.
Entrust your soul. Final battle. Fight.
Ow. Fuck! I got, like, barely any health. So I've basically just gotta get lucky.
Final battle. Fight.
Keep trying to hit start to start the fight.
The fighters face a final battle. Fight.
There we go.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
Got another spin?
Now,
No dice.
souls are fiercely at offer your final battle. Fight.
Boom. Berserker, Schmerzerker, yeah. Okay, now we have a choice. Let's go north.
Fate sword. Final battle. Fight. This is it.
That's a good track. That is a very good track. Your Best Nightmare. Your Best Nightmare is a magnificent track. I love listening to that.
A hero.
You don't have it already?
Sword, and a sword desires truth.
Gotta spin. No dice.
Final battle. Fight.
Fucking shit. Fucking shit, Berserker. Repetition is key.
Now,
Ah.
two souls are fiercely in
This one's a different costume. Berserker got a lot of fucking outfits, man.
final battle. Fight.
Gotcha.
Souls, come unto me.
I like that I'm not getting any experience from these.
Watch to offer the final battle. Fight.
Boom. No dice. See Golden Freddy. Just in an amusement. I got ready to say amusement home. I meant retirement home. That's going to be a fucked up future when you have the Five Nights at Freddy's generation in retirement homes. I don't like retirement homes. I've had to visit a lot. I don't care for them at all.
A hero. Final battle. Fight.
Oh, nice. Let's do the one that doesn't lead anywhere else. That might get us a prize.
Watched over. Souls. Final battle. Fight.
I think I found the pattern. New feature has been unlocked. You fuck right. Reader Palash. Raphael. I'm never going to use it because I don't really like using Raphael. Alright, let's go this way.
The fighters.
Oh, he's invisible.
Offer your final battle. Fight.
Fuck you, invisible man.
A hero desires a soul.
Oh, now you're just disappointing.
Final battle. Fight.
What the shit, man? It's like the sword fucking explodes in that wind pose. Cheese with nothing?
The almighty ones.
Do you mean the like the nothing cheeseburger? I know that image. I got nothing in this fight.
Final battle. Fight.
Shit. He just he used fucking top spin on me.
Now. Final battle. Fight.
There. You know, I don't know if I ever completed Weapon Master Mode in this game, but we're gonna be doing it. Or at least trying to.
The sword. Final battle. Fight.
Ow. Make him a cheese with nothing. That makes sense. I've never seen that clip before, but
in your sword.
that's funny.
Final battle. Fight.
Ow. I think I get more health every time I continue.
Watched over by the almighty ones, they Final battle. Fight.
It would have like 4 kinds of cheese on it. You'd have Parmesan and
To search for the offer
and mozzarella
fight.
and cheddar. And another kind of cheese that you put on a pizza. Gouda. Well, there's the boss, so I'm gonna do everything else in here first.
The fight. Final battle. Fight.
Well, you could describe funny things that you see elsewhere. There are things that aren't on the internet, you know. Side harp for Talim. Might use Talim at some point. So that's alright. Just a little bit of alright. Let's do this one.
Final battle. Fight.
I like when the fights go easy.
The final battle. Fight.
There. Now Berserker's dead.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
Why are there so many huge guys just raiding a temple?
Versus Berserker. Not yet. Watched over by the Almighty One. Offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
Ow. What the fuck is going on? Goddamn Berserker.
Versus Berserker. The end. Final battle. Fight.
Bring out! Scene where someone gains all the knowledge of the universe and it cuts back from the cosmos to string cheese for some reason. Team battle mode has been added. Well, that wasn't worth it at all. When am I going to use extra team battle mode? Bennett Nosh Harbor. The port at Bennett Nosh was a very busy place in the evening. The city's commerce was built around the port. A cheese would everything. I suppose that would. It would to create the universe. Port at Bennett Nosh was a very busy place in the evening. The city's commerce was built around the port as the ships arriving and leaving carried goods for trade. Shops crowded the streets, and the bars were full of ships, crews, and those who would do business with them. Having spent the day wandering around the port, you too headed for an inn for a hot meal and a room for the night. You awoke in the night shivering from the cold. Your head throbbed. There was a large bump on the back of your head. You quickly surveyed your surroundings, and it was clear that you were no longer in your room at the inn. It appeared to be the inside of a ship. You'd been sold away as a slave. It seemed your food had been drugged. The inn must have had a business agreement with some of the ships. Your weapon had, of course, been taken away. It wasn't like you let your guard down for that. Guard down like that. It wasn't like you to let your guard down like that. Now you had to find a way off the ship before it set sail. Fortunately, thanks to your training at Regulus, you were still a threat even without a weapon. After ramming down the door with your shoulder, you recovered your weapon from the crew and ran for the pier. Unfortunately, they weren't going to let you get away that easily. No dice. SoulCalibur has to be one of the only fucking games where you getting shanghaied is a goddamn thing that happens in the game. Enemies' weapons have poison. You will go numb if you are damaged. Defeat all the enemies under this condition.
Versus Maxi.
Of course, Maxi fucking kidnapped me.
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh,
You win.
my high-level strategy.
Give up already.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ivy down, give me some health. Voldo next? Yeah.
Battle 3. Fight.
Come on, come on! No dice. Fuck you, Voldo.
You win.
Give me strength.
Time for Cervantes.
Defy me.
Alfred, King of the Pirates.
Final battle. Fight.
No! Damn it!
How? Not yet.
I gotta redo that now. That whole fucking fight now.
Versus Maxi.
You changed your hair.
The Battle 1. Fight.
On too many meds? Alright. Well, if you're gonna go out, head out. Have a good one. You're always welcome back. No dice on that spin, though.
Battle 2. Fight. You win. Battle 3. Fight.
Oh god, it's Nipple Voldo. Why is Voldo the bad one now? What the fuck?
How? Not yet.
Just fucking go, man. God damn.
Versus Maxi.
This is only a 2-star. I just completed a 4-star dungeon.
1. Fight.
And now Maxi's gonna beat me.
You win. Battle 2. Fight.
Come on. Fuck off, Ivy.
You win.
Come unto me.
I don't know.
Battle 3. Fight. You win.
Alright.
Wallow in your
Fight!
Boom! Fuck you, pirates! Now, I am the captain. I am the captain now. What the shit? Oh, fucking Twitch just crashed, didn't it? Fuck. Okay, we're back. We are back. We got Cervantes now. Miser. Mizar. Mizar. Something like that. The first gate. Did fucking Twitch crash again? Certainly fucking looks like Twitch crashed again. Good. Are we fucking good? I think we're good. I think our latency is fucked, but I think we're good. Alright, after creating quite a stir at the port, you decided to leave the city before the situation grew worse. After making off with a small boat and paddling out and onto the lake, you glanced back at Bennett Nosh behind you. Despite the number of people there, you weren't able to track down any information about Soul Edge. This is becoming a theme. In the midst of the morning fog, and the growing sound of voices drifted out from the city, it sounded like it would be another busy day in Bennett Nosh. You continued a ways further on the lake, but it was obvious that this dinghy would not be able to carry you all the way across. After stepping back on shore, you learned that you were now on a place called Mizar. According to the locals, a large gate lay to the east, and passing through it required permission of the guards. You began to grow anxious and frustrated. Not only had you not found any leads to Soul Edge, but now it appeared you could not even travel freely across the land. It was then that you truly realized just how difficult the quest for Soul Edge was. Check that shop. Glam. And new costume. So this is where we get the new costume. Let's grab the weapons first. Glam. Which should be Graham. And then Requiem. Requiem is, I think, the one I normally use. Good offense and penetrates defenses, but easy to lose balance. Good defense and strong against impact, but has weak single strikes. Fucking... Thank you, Stream Elements, for letting me know that Twitch got fucking split. Ugh. I've got to figure that out, because my stuff's not optimized now. Ever since fucking Streamlabs updated. Shit. It would have been weird to have a character from this show up in Tekken. Except maybe fucking, the fucker from, SoulCalibur 4. Avdol. What the I don't even remember his goddamn name. The final boss from SoulCalibur 4. The immortal fucker. Algeba Ruins. Force the bomb off onto the enemy with your attacks. If you win if the enemy has the bomb when the timer runs out. One day, as you search for information on Soul Edge, a stranger approached you. Hey you, I've heard you're looking for Soul Edge. No need to be wary, I'm not a threat, and I just might be able to help you out a little, my friend. The man walked away and disappeared into a nearby ruin. You hesitated for a bit, but eventually decided to follow him. Despite the risk of it being a trap, it was also the first promising lead you'd found so far. Heihachi was in this game on the PlayStation 2. But Tekken's not a weapon fighter, it's a hand-to-hand combat fighter. Like, Taki is about the closest you have to that from this. Other than Yoshimitsu. Fucking Yoshimitsu. Despite the risk of it being a trap, it was also the first promising lead. Okay. Took you long enough. Anyway, let's talk. The man explained that he was working for a knight by the name of Veril. He too was seeking Soul Edge. Veril had a number of underlings like this man, and he wanted you to join them. It seemed that rumors of your fighting ability had spread from Regulus to Bennett Nash. Regulus and Bennett Nash. Soul Edge allowed unarmed combat. Yes, Soul Edge did, but that was only if it knocked you, if your weapon broke. But when I came all the way out here to recruit you, I find that you are trying to acquire Soul Edge as well. That's not going to work, my friend. That's not going to work at all. The man proceeded to pull some bombs from his pocket as he shot you a maleficent glare.
Versus Assassin. A hero desires
Oh,
a
it's
sword
Huang.
and a sword. Sword, give me strength. Final battle. Fight.
Come on, god damn it! Run out that timer.
Time's up. More souls.
Money pit. Alright. Windmill. Yeah, and in Tekken Tag 2, my Heihachi that was dressed like Eggman had a gun that he could pull and shoot. It's like an extra special move. Your health is low. Defeat all the enemies under this condition. You hit atop a large windmill in order to rest. A few hours earlier, you had entered the nearby forest, not knowing it was the territory of a gang of bandits, and were caught in a trap designed to stop intruders. Fortunately, you managed to destroy the trap and escape before they arrived, but you needed time to recover your strength. Emerging out of the forest, you happened upon the windmill. It made a good spot from which to keep watch on possible pursuers. After hiding out there for a while, you eventually spotted a figure approaching. It was clear that it was one of the bandits, searching for whoever destroyed their trap. You lacked the strength for a real fight. You'd have to make a surprise attack. You waited in silence as the figure approached, and then leapt out and struck.
Versus Yoshimitsu. Now, one, fight. Win.
Well, it would be a real stretch to get Li Long in there. Li Long's dead as shit, even in this time period.
Fight.
Goodbye.
Come unto me.
Hey, Talon weapon. Ready to do a new stage, deserted village and Marup Monastery. Yeah, it's more or less true. I don't care about Tekken anyway, so. Alright. Timer increases with each enemy you defeat. Defeat all enemies before time runs out. You left the windmill behind and headed north. You had interest in one of the legends of the area, the Marup Monastery, said to hold the golden gate that leads to the land of the Edge Masters. You quickly found information about the Marup Monastery. It was a monastery that had once existed in the northern Mizar, and was now nothing more than a ruin. But it was said that a group of zealots who gathered there considered the place as hallowed ground. The monks turned out to be friendly, but the moment you mentioned the gate, their demeanor changed. You regretted your careless mistake and attempted to talk your way out of it, but they had already decided you must be a thief. One of them ran off to warn the others, while the remainder surrounded you. Even for you, taking on the entire monastery was out of the question. You needed to take care of the group here before the others arrived. You took a quick count of the enemy. It was going to be a battle against time.
Versus Yun Sung.
Oh God.
Entrust your notes. Soul. Battle 1. Fight.
These are the monks?
You win.
Give.
Battle 2. Fight.
Be gone.
You win. Don't.
Alright,
Battle
Mitsurugi.
3.
Let's go.
Fight.
Shit.
See that?
You win. Battle 4.
Astaroth, what a monk.
You win. For your final battle. Fight.
Now that's what I call a monk. Fuck! I almost had him. Now I gotta restart that.
Versus Yun Sung.
The end. Sword.
Battle 1. Fight.
Damn it.
You win.
That could have gone better.
It's
Battle 2. Fight.
Why'd you put on more clothes? You're supposed to be a monk.
You win. Battle 3. Fight.
There.
You win. Battle 4. Fight. You win.
Okay.
Final battle.
Just gotta beat ourselves. Can I just keep doing that for gold? To unlock my actual fucking costume? That didn't get me anything, really. Other than 3,000 gold. Deserted village. Enemy favor vertical attacks and are armed with weapons that excel in breaks. Damn you, filthy cowards, give me back my weapon. The voice of an old man rang out from a mansion in a long-since deserted village. Passing through the area, you heard the voice and wondered what was going on. Upon entering the dilapidated building, you saw a wounded old swordsman on his knees before the two other warriors. One of the victors held the loser's weapon in his hands and grinned in satisfaction. It was you who said we would fight fair and square. Yet the two of you attacked me at once. It appeared that the old man had been tricked. The old man was perhaps too honorable for his own good, but you couldn't stand this sort of cowardly act. You decided to win back the old man's weapons and stepped in front of the two men. One of them reacted with alarm, but the other merely grinned. I don't know who you are, but you've just sealed your fate. We can't allow any witnesses to live. This will be a good opportunity to test my new weapon.
Versus Mitsurugi. The fighters face a Souls Battle 1. Fight.
And that's Mitsurugi.
You win.
Well then, let us dance.
Final battle. Fight.
Done.
Come unto me.
The Schweitzer. Fucking Raphael weapon. Karen's Pass. Alright. Upon hearing that you wish to pass through the gate in Mizar, the man gave you some information. You're talking about Charon's Pass. Or Charon. Charon's Pass. Liana resides there. She's a fair and just woman. She'd surely grant passage to someone like you. The man explained that those with dark intentions in their hearts were not allowed through. You followed the directions given by the old man and eventually arrived at the entrance to an underground passage. Was this Charon's Pass? You, who would pass through this place, for what purpose is your journey? A woman standing in the entrance questioned you as you approached. You felt that lying to her would not be a good idea and chose to state honestly your quest for Soul Edge. Your desire is tainted with darkness. I am afraid I cannot allow you to pass. If you must insist, however, then show me the strength that lies in your heart. I will wait for you before the gate, because if you truly possess a strong heart, your desire will not overcome you. Leaving behind those cryptic words, the woman disappeared into the underground passage.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Ice chamber.
Come.
Oh god, it's slippery.
Fight.
Haha! Oh, that was a nice one.
Now.
This one's the fucking quicksand one.
Fiercely intense. Sword. Final battle. Fight.
Done.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
There. Alright. Next room.
Entrust your noble
Fire
soul
one.
in your final battle. Fight. More souls.
Souls.
Fate soul. Final battle.
Alright, talking. This is the triangle arena. There.
This is it.
It's gonna be a while before I have enough for that costume.
I offer you final battle. Fight. Souls, come unto me.
I will not rest until I wreak vengeance for my father.
Entrust your sword. Final battle. Fight.
A new feature has been unlocked. No, Cervantes' weapon.
The Almighty. Final battle. Fight.
Knockout.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
You know, knockout with this sword made to kill a horse.
Versus Sophitia. The end. The almighty ones of souls give final battle. Fight.
Chapter clear. Did we unlock Sophitia? Because we start with Cassandra in this game. Yeah, okay. We unlocked Sophitia. Altair. Chapter 5, Spirit Sword. You fought with all your might. There was no other response you could have made. I see that you have a strong heart. Nevertheless, the evil that the sword contains is powerful. You do not yet understand its danger. You are filled with the false dream of an ultimate weapon and cannot see the truth. I cannot let you pass. You were not able to pass the gate, yet you were now certain that you were close to reaching Soul Edge. It didn't feel like Liana was lying. Soul Edge was real, but she would also said that it was a terrible cursed sword. You would later come to accept the truth, and it would be only then that you truly closed in on Soul Edge. After returning to the surface, you stopped and turned suddenly to get a better look at a man who passed you by. Wasn't that the man who had scouted you before, the one looking for Soul Edge? When you headed back to the gate, a terrible sight was awaiting for you. The gate had been sliced in two with a single cut of a blade. There was no sign of the swordsman, only Liana, lying collapsed on the ground. Without another thought, you immediately headed for the gate, but stopped short when you heard her voice. He seeks Soul Edge with a terrible darkness in his heart. Someone must stop him. Please inform Altair. Tell them that the first gate has fallen. I know I can count on you. You must hurry. You soon stood at the entrance to Altair, ready to face your own weakness. You must not yet let yourself be drawn to his power, for it would mean the loss of your own heart. Nerid Gorge. Team up with the fort soldiers and defeat all the enemies. You arrived at Nerid Gorge, the entranceway to Altair. Beyond the gorge lay Altair itself. You unconsciously quickened your pace, and when you reached the other side, you heard shouts directed at you from the fort of the riverbank. Halt! Go no further if you wish to live. It appeared they were guarding the entrance to Altair. You obeyed the warning and stopped. You shouted back that you were a friend bearing no intention of harm and requested permission to proceed. After a short while, armed guards arrived and escorted you into the fort. You explained that you came on behalf of Liana and wished to enter Altair, but they seemed uncertain whether they should trust you. In the end, they locked you in a guest room within the fort. Later, that same day, the situation suddenly changed. Unknown forces attacked the fort. You escaped in the confusion and joined with the fort's soldiers to fight off the intruders. Okay, before we do that... God damn. Well, I guess we just straight up unlocked that instead of buying it. We already have Glam. Okay. Let's go. We got nothing to buy here.
Versus Keelik.
No mercy.
What?
The fighters face a group.
Show me.
Battle 1. Fight.
You win. Come with me to hell.
Just making me play as Cervantes. Ow. Now I have to fucking play Raphael.
Battle 3. Fight.
Necrid.
4. Fight.
Is this where we unlock Necrid? Alright, then, Necrid.
Lose. Offer your final battle. Fight.
I think we unlocked Necrid. No? Extra time attack, standard mode. Okay. Paradise of Altair. After siding with the soldiers and defeating the intruders, you received permission to enter Altair and left the fort. The city of Altair, said to be paradise on paradise on Earth, was of a much simpler and plainer construction than you expected. The residents valued scholarship, and the whole city left you with the impression of a giant library. You proceeded to the temple and conveyed Liana's words to the priest. I had seen the thread of misfortune which clung to northern Mizar, but I never imagined that the gate itself had fallen. The priest spoke with a look of great concern. He then faced you and said, "And she requested that you deliver this message yourself? I see. In other words, she saw in you the potential to take on the one who destroyed the gate." The priest pondered for a moment and then led you to the altar, saying he had something to give you. "I'm sorry, but I cannot yet bring myself to trust you. Would you allow me to perform a small test, a test of your will?" At the sound of the priest's words, an obviously hostile figure began to approach you. Defeat yourself.
Versus Nightmare. The fighters face a sword. Give me final battle. Fight.
Hooah!
This is it.
Got another new feature. What did I get? SoulCalibur Evil. A weapon for Zhonghua. Aldebaran. I don't have enough gold for my costume yet. Chapter 6, the second gate. Are there 3 gates? I think there's 3 gates. Not merely pushed along by the flow of events, but rather of your own will, you began to walk forward. The gate allowed you to pass through with ease. "I apologize for deceiving you, but it was necessary." The Altair priest pointed to a sword as he spoke. "What you overcame was your own self. You have proven the strength of your will. Now, take this sword. You have earned it." The sword was of a peculiar design. It was intricately decorated, and its blade was split in 2. It emitted a feeling of purity, yet at the same time, you could feel a darkness within it as well. "That sword possesses powers of both good and evil," the priest explained that Soul Edge lay sealed in the land of the east. Furthermore, you learned that the sword you now held in your hands was in fact SoulCalibur, the spirit sword capable of defeating the cursed blade. But people's greed and ambition had weakened the seal, and the evil energy had finally invaded the core of the seal. The spirit sword itself. The guardians of the seal built the 3 gates to fortify the seal, and they worked to purify the spirit sword. Everything had been fine for hundreds of years, but someone had destroyed one of the gates. If those bewitched by the cursed sword managed to get their hands on the weapon, the resulting devastation would be unfathomable. and it seemed that you were one of the few people who had the potential to stop it. You will do fine. Believe in yourself. Liana and I believe in you. The purification of the spirit sword is incomplete, but even so, it should prove useful. You turned your gaze upon the spirit sword. Perhaps this sword will become the key that leads you to Soul Edge. Requiem. Faust. Now there's my weapon. Offense increases with soul charge, but requires energy to wield. It's definitely Siegfried's original weapon, but with the ability, I'm going to stick with Requiem. Castle of the Dead. Traveling east, you came upon the ruins of a castle. For a moment, you wondered if it too was the work of the knights, but it was clear that much time had passed since the castle fell into ruin. You entered the castle in order to get a view of the land ahead of you. Looking out to the east from the top of the castle wall, you saw an ominous-looking mountain range along the horizon beyond the flat plains. You wondered if perhaps that was the place that held Soul Edge. In a hurry to be on your way, you crossed through the central garden and came face to face with a giant stone monument upon which was inscribed, "Rest in peace, our brothers. Head to the right and do not lose your way in the court of the dead." A field of graves, presumably of those who had lived in the castle, lay on the other side of the monument. Standing before the exit to the castle was a man clad in armor. It seemed he was the gravekeeper. He drew his weapon and moved forward to rid the holy place of its intruder.
Versus Berserker.
Oh, of course it's Berserker.
The almighty mass final battle. Fight.
God damn, Berserker. Damn. That was close.
Come unto me.
City of Nashira. Prize money doubles with each win. Gauge your strength and win the matches. The history of Nashira revolved around its combat arena, and it was known as a city of gamblers. The bustling townsfolk gave the place a feel of a miniature Bennett Nosh. When you entered Nashira, it was another day of burly warriors seeking challengers and gamblers seeking riches. But perhaps you could find information about the knights here. You asked a young townsperson for directions to the arena and made your way over to it. Upon passing through the gate, a great cheer arose around you. You'd walked in through the entrance for new challengers. You stood cursing your luck as the onlookers stared at you, trying to size up your strength.
Versus Keelik. Watched over by the All Souls. Battle 1. Fight.
They're mine. You're mine. Sword.
Double or nothing. You have earned 300 gold. If you win the next battle, your gold will double. If you lose, however, you'll receive nothing. Challenge next round. Keep going.
Battle 2. Fight.
This is it. I will show you the greatest night.
Let's go again.
Battle 3.
Lizard Man! Keep going.
Battle 4. Fight.
Strike.
Ugh. Let's go again. I've got no health, but let's go again.
Final battle. Fight.
Damn. Hey, I still got 100 gold.
Versus Sophitia. The offer your battle 1. Fight.
God damn, I fucked that up.
Souls.
I'll take the 300 real quick. Alright, Seganus Temple. As you left the temple at which you spent the night, the monk said to you, "Be careful, traveler. Someone in the area was ambushing passers-by. Several skilled warriors from the arena at Nashira had already become victims. Was it the work of those you sought?" Thanking the monk for his warning, you headed out of the temple. While walking along the path beside the river, a woman suddenly jumped out from the nearby bushes and blocked your path. She brandished a huge weapon disproportionate to her body. She wasn't one of the ones you saw in Mizar, but it was possible they'd added members to their ranks since then. You had to be careful. It was clear that this woman was the one attacking travelers. She didn't look like she had any intention of holding a conversation. There was no choice but to fight.
Versus Songmina. A heat sword. Final battle. Fight.
I think we just unlocked Songmina. Yep. Her design doesn't really change much after this game. Siam Ruins. Krytomeria Ridge. Guard impact the enemy's attack. Oh, fuck you, guard impact. If you follow this road, Master, it will lead to a Krytomeria Ridge. After losing to you, Arma vowed to mend her ways and stop attacking travelers. She began calling you Master. According to her, a famous warrior lived in Krytomeria Ridge. Several days ago, she saw a group of men head out to the ridge. You chose to follow their trail, but there was no one to be found at the ridge. Only a dirt mound with a sword jutting out of it. Surrounded by flowers. From the condition of the sword and dirt, it was clear that the grave was fresh. He realized that there had been a battle here. Yet, if the man with the ridge was the one that was killed, who had placed these flowers? Don't move. Was it not enough to take my master's life? Have you come now to desecrate his grave as well? Turning around, you faced the swordswoman brandishing her weapon. You tried to explain, but she didn't listen. Silence. Listen up, dog of Veril. You'd best not let down your guard just because I'm a woman. My toughness exceeded even that of my master, and I'll prove it. Faced with no other choice, you drew your weapon. supposed to guard impact.
Versus Cassandra. The final battle. Fight.
Here I come!
Okay. Nothing I do can do anything. I have to guard impact. I fucking hate guard impact.
Versus Cassandra.
Not yet.
Final battle. Fight.
Gotcha. You cut your knees down to size while I'm at it. Siam Ruins. This is the way to the underground passage, Master, but it is known as a filthy place, and everyone steers clear of it. Arma continued to consider herself your disciple. She was knowledgeable about the area, and according to her, an old underground passage lay just ahead. You remembered the 3 gates you heard about in Altair. Perhaps this passage led to the second one. After traveling for a while, the spirit sword suddenly began to resonate as if reacting to something. Wondering at this, you began to search for the location that caused the strongest response. You soon arrived at an old ruin hidden on the opposite shore of the river, not far from the path. I was surprised at first that someone like you would make it here, but I see now that you have SoulCalibur. What were the priests of Altair thinking? The young man in the ruin spoke to you as he looked at the spirit sword in your hand. It appeared that you were not welcome. I know that you're nothing more than another fool in search of Soul Edge. Leave now, he said as he pointed his weapon at you, or this place will be your grave.
Versus Yun Sung.
Bastion.
The Almighty. Offer your final battle. Fight.
Iron Disciple. Extra Survival Standard Mode. I'm not going to use most of these fucking modes. Fucking weirdly expansive game. Alright, Underground Juno. Bastion fell to his knees, his shoulders shuddering with every haggard breath. Damn you. You'll regret not finishing me off. I swear I'll kill you. You explained to him that while it was true you were seeking Soul Edge, you were well aware of its danger, and that you were chasing the knight who destroyed the gate in Mizar. But Bastion did not listen. I don't care what Altair or Mizar have to say. I don't trust you. You're the same as Veril. No, maybe worse. At least Veril doesn't pretend to hide what he's doing. Who's Veril? Who's Veril? He's the man you're chasing. He went into the underground passage of Juno. He probably thinks Soul Edge is on the other side. He's a fool. If you're chasing him, then hurry up and go. Upon arriving at the underground passage, you noticed that water covered the floor. You began to get the feeling that the water level was rising. It looked like you had better hurry.
Watched over by the Almighty Ones.
Sword.
Final battle. Fight.
Come on, Ivy. What the fuck? Had the good costume on and everything.
The Almighty Ones have granted you a sword to cut your own path. Final battle. Fight.
The computer just fucking hates this pattern, it seems. really does.
This is it.
Now, final battle.
Beat the boss within the time limit.
There's no turning back.
Just keep moving, don't think. 'Cause we have to, the time limit's going down.
Final battle. Fight.
God damn it, kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Final battle.
Sandra this time, huh? Come on, come on. I think we'll stop after this chapter. Continue next weekend.
Watch. Final battle. Fight.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
Keep moving, keep moving.
The also final battle. Fight.
More souls.
Just remembered that move.
Now offer your final battle. Fight.
New feature has been unlocked.
This is it.
Oh, we got a halberd for Songmina.
A hero sword. Final battle.
Hello, Berserker.
Fight.
Well, fuck you too, Berserker.
Not yet.
Watched over. Final battle. Fight.
There.
Souls, give me strength.
Boss time.
Versus Assassin.
Hob.
The Almighty One. Soul. Battle 1. Fight.
Welcome back, CEO. No dice. Fucking assassin.
You win.
Now we gotta take out Astaroth. No problem, Boblin. Goblins.
Battle. Fight.
Lambardi? That's a fucking wild name. Come on. No, Robert. Robertsons.
Assassin. Fate conspired to erect battle 1. Fight.
Come on. God damn it. Oh, we got magic. That means... Hold on. I know what to do. Magic box up. Alright, and magic box gone. Back to normal. As normal as it gets. Just an itch. Goodbye for real. Okay, you have a good night. See you next time.
Final battle. Fight.
Fuck you, Astaroth! Labyrinth has been added. I kind of want to do one more. Let's go to Rigel. Demonic Realm. I can't believe we just lost 2 against 1. Impressive. Hob and Lambardi defeated in battle against you. Fell down where they stood and slowly disappeared from view as the water swallowed them. Perhaps Veril guessed that he would face pursuers. His men had been waiting for you inside the underground passage. That could only mean that you were headed in the right direction, successfully defeating your enemy as you headed for the exit and reached the surface, before the water filled the passage. Even compared to the locations through which you'd traveled so far, Rigel was an especially bleak and desolate area. Despite the abundance of rivers, it was a region of parched earth and scraggly vegetation. From what Bastion and the priest and Altair said, you knew that the cursed sword was not located there, but one could be easily convinced that Soul Edge lay hidden in this hellish land if one did not know better. It was understandable that Veril came here in search of Soul Edge. The image of the gate in Mizar, sliced cleanly in two, flashed briefly through your mind. It was just a matter of time before you caught up with him. Underground prison. Receive heavy damage when knocked against the ground or a wall. Pursuing Veril, you came upon a building situated in the middle of this desolate plain. The sun was especially fierce that day, so you headed for the building to rest in the shade. The building was small, but it had a fairly large basement area. Judging from the rows of iron bars, it appeared to be a prison. But the walls and bars were heavily damaged, and it was presumably no longer in use. When you went down to take a look, the sound of iron bars closing echoed off the walls. You turned around in surprise and saw a man standing before you. It's just like he said, and he said he'd set me free if I defeat you. I don't have anything against you, but this is my chance. Don't take it personally. Apparently, Veril had been feeding him stories. Seeing no other way out, you drew your weapon. As you did so, You noticed that the man was not your only enemy. The walls and floor were booby-trapped with gunpowder. The man noticed your momentary lapse in concentration and attacked.
Versus Maxi. The All Sword. Final battle. Fight.
Come on, god damn it! Fuck. Let's go again after I check the shop. Slow down. We already have Requiem. Nothing else. Alright, underground prison. Let's go again.
Versus Maxi.
The end.
Final battle. Fight.
God damn, Maxi. The computer is
Versus
wildly inconsistent in this game.
Final battle. Fight.
Done.
The greatest nightmare.
Spiritual City. Neither you nor the enemy can guard against attacks. Defeat the enemy under this condition. Vegas. So it was you who had been pursuing Veril. The two of you met here once more as enemies and as friends. So you defeated those two, did you? I'm pleased to see that your skills are still sharp. Leon grinned as he spoke these words. You were surprised to learn that he was now working for Veril. You explained to him how dangerous Veril was, but Leon merely answered that he had a plan. He then pointed his weapon at you. If you've got time to be worrying about me, you should be worrying about yourself. Have you forgotten that there is but one soul edge? In other words, it was our fate to fight one another sooner or later. You could feel his fierce hostility. Faced with such aggression, you could not hold back your own.
Offer your
Final battle. Fight.
Die! Huangxiu Palace. Phoenix Court has been added. Forbidden Grounds. He possesses a fragment of Soul Edge. In other words, he's the closest to finding Soul Edge. So spoke Leon as he departed. He's not a fool. He doesn't believe that Soul Edge is here. He came here to gain the power to destroy the gates. It is said that the key to the gates is the spirit sword, SoulCalibur, but no one knows where that is. So he thought of a way to pass through the gates without the key. It's a bit of a gamble, of course. So you've finally come. I believe we met once before at Mizar. Veril slowly opened his eyes as if he had been expecting you. I assume you've come to stop me, but you're too late. A powerful aura, but like none you've ever felt before, emanated from his body. Now that I've acquired the power to break the seal, I have no reason to stay here any longer. But I have a feeling you'll be a nuisance later if I let you live. The ground around Veril burst open and a monster of flame emerged. This pet was born from a fragment of Soul Edge, a mere piece of its total power. Isn't it appropriate that your life would be put to an end by the power that you long sought after? A lot of P's in that.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires
Inferno!
final battle. Fight!
Did we unlock Inferno? No, Soul Edge. Growth. Weapon for Nightmare. Mirak. How much was the... So close. So close. I kind of want to get the costume. Let's try to go until we have enough for the costume. Chapter 8, the third gate. To the east of Alderaan lay the Holy Land of Mirak. Here existed the third of the three gates that sealed Soul Edge, as well as the Grand Shrine of Mirak, a name with which even ordinary citizens were familiar. Of course, few knew that the shrine was sealing the cursed sword. You experienced a bit of the evil blade's power in the Forbidden Grounds when you battled against the monster of flame born from a fragment of Soul Edge. You lost track of Veril while dealing with the monster. I have obtained the power to destroy the gate. It was safe to assume from those words that he was headed for Mirak. You hurried back to the second gate at Alderaan, which was guarded by Bastion. The gate had been destroyed. Bastion was nowhere to be found. Just as with the gate in Mizar, this one was cut in two with a single stroke, but this time it was also scorched black. You let out a shudder as you recalled your battle in the Forbidden Grounds. Passing through the two gates and chasing after Veril, you entered Mirak. But the landscape was as far from the idea of a Holy Land as anyone could imagine. The entire area was awash with signs of destruction. Craters of black ash littered the ground, bridges and roadways were destroyed, and pillars of black smoke rose on the horizon. Was this all Veril's doing? Nope. Alright. Weapon select. Soul Edge, growth. Good offense and recovers health, but guard is penetrable. Okay. I'll take it. Serious. City in the Sky. Timer increases with each enemy you defeat. However, the enemy's weapons penetrate defenses. Defeat all the enemies before time runs out. You were surrounded by a group of warriors. The city in the sky in which you stood once possessed of the characteristic beauty of all Highland dwellings, but no trace of that image remained. The main street, the tree-lined roads, the very buildings themselves, all lay in ruin, as if sliced apart by giant blades. It could only have been the work of Veril. He seemed to bring destruction wherever he went. It was a mistake to mention his name inside the city. The gaze of those whose lives you had been suddenly shattered all turned upon you. You told them that you were no friend of Veril, but they did not listen. You were forced to draw your weapon in self-defense, but this only served to anger them more. They slowly closed in on you. The thin air at this high elevation complicated the matter. You would lose any chance of survival if you waited any longer. You had to put an end to the situation quickly.
Versus Yun Sung. In Battle 1, fight!
God damn it, Yun Sung! Fuck off!
You win!
I'm
Battle 2, fight!
Watch out!
You win!
It's like an entire team of characters I hate fighting.
Battle 3, fight! You win! Battle 4, fight!
Done. Come on, next. Next!
Win! Final battle, fight!
Platinum Disciple. We're doing a new stage, Crystal Mine and Duba Arena. We've got enough. Nightmare. Siegfried. Recovers health. I don't know. We'll stick with the Soul Edge just because it's that much useful. We'll do one more stage at the Crystal Mine. Ability to knock back the enemy has been increased, but your health decreases over time. Defeat the enemy under these conditions. Is it true you're trying to fight against Veril? While stopping in a town to recover your strength, you were approached by a group preparing to fight Veril. Just like you, the people of Merak weren't about to let Veril walk all over them. You exchanged information with the Merak fighters. It turned out that Veril had destroyed the city in the sky all by themselves. In fact, he was always seen alone. That meant Leon was not traveling with Veril. You wondered what he was up to. The group leader sighed deeply. There's something else I have to tell you, unfortunately. There are a few groups of outlaws, as well as prisoners who broke free because of the destruction Veril caused, that now view him as a symbol of power. They are the shame of Merak. At that moment, there was a loud commotion outside the mine. It looked like an attack by the very people that he had just spoken of. But you were not in any shape to fight. The group leader handed you a vial. Drink this. It's only temporary, but it will give you strength. I'll see you again if we survive. The mine had suddenly become a battlefield.
Versus Berserker. The fight.
Souls, give me
Final battle. Fight.
Fuck! Fucking shit.
Versus Berserker.
the end.
The final battle. Fight.
Come on.
How? Not yet.
Versus Berserker. Final battle. Fight.
I already lost. I just quit before you fucking took me out.
Versus Berserker.
The end.
Final battle. Fight.
Iron Fighter. Pollux. So that's a optional area, right? Alright. We're going to call it there now. We did get a win, as you can see. We got our good old regular style back with the Magic Fever. Yeah, we'll be back with this next Friday. I'm glad that we got Siegfried. That way I'm in the proper outfit, playing the proper character. But, yeah. I will be back tomorrow with Pokemon, as usual. And then on Sunday, we're playing Sonic Advance. So, until then, you guys